Guys, how you doing? So, I found a tier list. We're going to do a tier list. I'm going to rank every single tier 5 in the game based on how well they perform for their price cost. So, we're going to start with the Ultra Juggernaut. The Ultra Juggernaut, he has insane group damage, destroys ceramics, but isn't that good against Moabs. Look, we send 50 ceramics, they got absolutely pelted. The Ultra Juggernaut is decently cheap. He shreds ceramics. His Moab damage isn't the best though. So I'll have to put him in A+ tier. By the way, it isn't how good they are. It's how well they do their job for their price cost. The Plasma Monkey fan club. Listen, on his own, he is literally just a Plasma Monkey. He's just a Plasma Super Monkey that costs 50 grand. Unless he's with his army, he's absolutely useless. So I'm going to put you in F tier. Crossbow Master. He has high single target DPS, can kill every single type of balloon, whether it be lead, camo, white, black, whatever. He has high decent pierce, fast attack speed, and decent damage. If we send out one BAD, that is there's like 500 DPS, which isn't that bad. He costs decently cheap, still being about 20 grand. Let's send out round 63. He isn't the best at group rounds, but he is still good. So for his job and his price cost, I'm going to put him in S tier. He's a good, well all-rounder. Now the Glaive Lord. The Glaive Lord is a huge AoE demon, and the Glaive Ricochet itself is gnarly enough. Let's send out round 63 again. He one-pumps ceramics, a shit ton of BFBs. He can practically indefinitely defend BFBs. And he also doesn't do that bad against ZMG. As a AoE god that costs about 30 grand, this guy's nuts. He does his job a little too well. Now, Permacharge. The Permacharge is the crossbow equivalent for the boomerang. He's a good, well all-rounder. Fast attack speed, ability that makes him even stronger, deals good damage against both ceramics and blimps. A ZMG and 100 ceramics. He doesn't have that much pierce, but with the ability, this guy cooks. Permacharge somewhat houses round 95 on its own. He's really close. And if you were to set him up against a BAD, well, you'd have a slightly similar result. Gets somewhat obliterated. So, with high single target damage and high group damage, that costs only 30 grand, same for the Glaive Lord. He's a decent all-well-rounder, but he does his job the same efficiency as the Ultra Juggernaut. Moab Domination. He has a global attack, pelts Moabs, and knocks them back. On paper, he's absolutely cracked. Which, if you send out 20 ZMGs, well, the global attack has near enough infinite pierce. And that damage. It's insane. Now, he doesn't do the best against ceramics, obviously. But if you just send out round 100, he pelts the BAD. So yeah, for about 42 grand, there are other better Moab dealers for the same price cost. So I'll put him in A tier for efficiency. Balloon Crush. It's a AoE bomb shooter that doesn't deal too much damage, but he practically indefinitely stalls everything. And yes, this guy has pretty much infinite pierce, so don't worry. He also, I'm pretty certain he also houses round 63. Yeah, he absolutely dunks on 63. So yeah, for an infinite pierce stun tower, this guy is nuts. He is the main meta in some boss events. So for 50 grand, he definitely deserves S tier. Moab Eliminator is a cheap anti-Moab tower with a devastating smash ability. It's homing and is global, and it recharges pretty quickly. This guy falls off severely after around 140. But for a normal Chimp's run, he douses on the BAD. 5,000 damage per ability at a quick rate. Despite not having camo detection, if you time it right, he can still kill DDTs. So, For 25 grand, I think this guy's pretty good. S tier. You may think this tower's bad. Me personally, no. It is really good. The Bomb Blitz is the all-rounder of the tower. Think round 76. He still absolutely pelts that. 100 Moabs? Okay, maybe not as much, but he still has decent damage. Now, what about a ZOMG? See, he has decent Moab damage. That's because he has a guaranteed recursive cluster bomb every time he fires, and they deal more damage. Huge AoE, lots of projectiles. The projectiles deal good damage and have high pierce. For about 30 grand, this guy is perfect. The best all-rounder bomb shooter you can get. He does his job decently well, so I'll put him in S. The Furnace, aka the Inferno Ring. An expensive AoE tower that has a global attack that dominates Moabs. This guy is busted. Fortified Moabs. Gone. Obliterated. Non-existent. Fortified Moabs. Round 76. Doesn't exist. BAD. Well, the meteorite deals 1,000 damage. So you know, obviously, that this guy shreds it. Not to mention the huge AoE damage from the Inferno Ring itself. This guy needs no explanation. 50 grand solos every balloon type, except camos. Freest S tier I could ever put. Shitstrom. No. Shitstrom. I cannot pronounce it. His name is so nice. This is round 63. This is a tier 5, by the way. This is a mid-game round. And yet it leaks. Don't worry, it's fine with the ability though. The ability's nuts. Now, weirdly enough, the ability cannot pop lead balloons. But the main attack can. So whilst the ability is up, he's about as powerful as the attack zone. You're effectively paying 5 grand less to have an ability that makes it as good. The ability is nice, but the base tower... shit. Attack zone. This guy needs no explanation. You know why he's good. A massive area. Many attacks. Fast attack speed. Shit ton of projectiles. This guy is kind of good. Ain't the best at spam fortified ceramics, but still cooks. He may not be able to pop lead balloons, but if you remove that issue, he can still do decent chunks in around 63. If you just send 100 Moabs, he does decent quick damage. The only downside to him is that each attack only has 1 damage and 1 pierce. For 20 grand, it's a cheap tier 5. What can you expect? It isn't designed to be the best. I'm going to put him in A+ tier. Decent efficiency, but still not the best. Super brittle. You know why this guy's cracked. He absolutely shreds. This guy absolutely shreds ceramics. Just look at that. That's insane. Not to mention this guy is a debuff. Every balloon that takes damage takes 5 more damage. Paired with attack zone, that is nuts. Don't worry. It also de-leads, although it is temporary. The debuff is temporary. For about 26 grand, you're getting single-handedly one of the best debuffs in the game. S tier. Now, Absolute Zero. His aura is nice. It does slow down balloons. It does slow down balloons, which is nice. But other than that, he freezes, he can pop white balloons, sure. He has a global stun ability that doesn't stun balloons. It just slows them down. Other than that, you're just paying for a very expensive Arctic Wind. He isn't the best. C tier. Icicle Impale. You know why this guy's good. He has good ceramic potential, decent Moab damage, on top of being able to freeze them. He's cheap and he's a stun. Look at him fight BFBs. This is 25 BFBs. For an ice tower, it's really good. But if you're just stunning a few ZOMGs, this guy is your guy. For 30 grand, you're getting some of the best stallers in the game. S tier. The Balloon Solver. You may think the best path would be Glue Splatter, but the base Balloon Solver can glue 4 balloons. So the stronger glue path is actually a lot better. This guy has decent single target damage, being about 100, and this guy has about 200 DPS per glued balloon. He isn't the best, but you're facing up against round 76. it gets deleted. A good damage over time tower. He does slow down balloons. He can attack Moabs. It's a good AoE tower, but not the best. Jack of all trades, but master of none. For about 30 grand, you get a tower that does a little bit of everything, but not very well. B+. Now, Glue Storm. Literally his only purpose is a debuff. A global debuff that makes everything take +1 damage. Other than that, he's entirely useless. Has to hands down be the worst debuff in the entire game. F tier. Super Glue. On its own, he does nothing, but in a team, he does very well. He is the enhancement of a relentless glue that stuns balloons whenever they pop. Now, whenever he fires at a balloon, it stuns them. Like if I send a Moab, it just halts them in place. On his own, he doesn't deal that much damage, but his entire thing is just halting ceramics. And yes, whenever the balloons pop, the glue literally fades through every layer. For 25 grand, the whole path is really good. But for 25 grand, you're getting one of the most best stalls in the game. S tier. He's not as good as the Icicle Impale, but the Icicle Impale is more expensive. But still on par with the Icicle Impale. Now, the Blazing Sun. For the early pass, Twin Sixes, he's really good. He's kind of like the elite defender, except in the primary category, and shoots in bursts. He's one of the cheapest tier 5s in the game, and he does decent against a ZMG. It's like 1,000 single target damage. But against rounds like 76, he does find it a little bit more tricky. He's good at inputting damage quick. And for a decently cheap price, surprisingly enough, I'm going to put him in S tier. Yes, S tier. Bit of a controversial one. I think this guy is better than the MAD. Hear me out. When he hits a crit, that's almost 4,000 to 5,000 damage. Each shot, by the way. He can hit every balloon type, has high pierce. The only thing that sets him back would be the middle center, where he fires his shit weapon. But other than that, for 40+ grand, you're getting a noob. Here's 76. It gets one pumped in one clean shot. But for 40 grand, you're getting a nuke. He's F. Nah, I'm just kidding. The best efficient tower, in my opinion. The Desert Phantom. They say Desperado hits so hard, it's like a mind blast. He is the evolved version of the Avenger, which can knock back Moabs. You send a few ZMGs, and he knocks them back. What can I say? Every bullet enters shrapnel, which comes from the hot shot from the tack shooter. He deals a lot of damage, and his shrapnel absolutely shreds ceramics. Other than being a shoving back tower, he does decent against ZMGs, because these are on round 150. For about 35 grand, you get a knockback tower that demolishes ceramics and has high Moab damage. He does most core. The Desert Phantom does the core fundamentals of a good tower. He does all of them decently well, so I'll put him in high S. I don't really use this tower that much. Cripple Moab immobilizes No. I don't use this tower that much. He immobilizes Moabs whenever they get hit, and it also makes them take extra damage. When you use anything more than like 5 Moab, anything more than 8 Moabs, this guy cannot stall. But he does do a few hundred per shot, which is really good. Oh yeah, he has multiple pierce. So weirdly enough, he can shit on round 76, which I find really interesting. For 35 grand, you're getting a decent tower that stalls, and one pumps most deadly targets. So he isn't that good, but he is good at most things. So I'll put him in A+ tier. Elite Sniper. Yeah, he does make all snipers shoot faster. He does give cash. But we ain't here for the cash. He is also a 10 grand tier 5. Other than his ability, he's kind of useless. Yeah, so What do I say? This guy, he's cheap, sure. He gives money, sure. He's decent. If we're ignoring how much money he makes, probably like a F tier. But for the money thing, I'll put him in S tier. Elite Defender is just Blazing Sun, but global, and shoots faster the further the balloons get along the track. Like, just watch that slow DPS incline. Yeah, he barely deals 1,000 single target. The only thing he has good for him is that it's global and he's cheap. Against 76, well, he's kind of trash. Except for when you use the shrapnel path. To 15 grand, he's alright, but he's like a B+ for me. Energizer is purely a support tower. He decreases the ability cooldowns, which is his main purpose. But he is good at round 76, purely because he has decent AoE. But if you send like a few Moabs, yeah, he ain't doing too much. Not many towers buff ability cooldowns. Like, for example, the Final Harmonic, except for only heroes. So, purely because he's the only tower that buffs all cooldowns, despite costing 30 grand, it is an instant S tier, purely because of what he does. Now, Preemptive Strike. He solos BADs, the tier 5 increases the amount of damage the ability does from the tier 4, and every single time a Moab class balloon spawns, it nukes him. 10 ZMGs? 7.5 grand. But the ability is a lot stronger. Other than Moabs, he's kind of mid. He's also quite expensive. So the tier 4 is a lot more worth it when you're going for it. But the tier 5, with 40+ grand, he's just meh. He doesn't do much for the price cost. I'll just put him in meh. He's mid, but on like the bad kind of mid side. Now, Sub Commander, he's the all-rounder. This guy deals good damage against Moabs. This guy deals good against ceramic rushes, and this guy does a bit of both. And also isn't a support tower like Energizer. And he also adds extra pierce and damage to all subs in its radius. So yeah, against 10 ZMGs, the air bear starts also makes him really good. In the right scenarios, this guy is a damage powerhouse. A good all-rounder, thousands of DPS, good against Moabs, good against ceramics. He's quite deadly for only the cost of 25 grand. SSS tier. Well, Carrier Flagship, this guy needs no explanation. Extra damage, fast attack speed, has planes attack for him, is technically global, and each plane has Wing Monkey. He can also put towers on top of him. Which, yes, that even means over the track. If you send 10 BADs, that is quite a few thousand DPS. He also melts rounds like 76, and if you give this guy an MIB, he can kill rounds like round 95. Although with minor struggle. For 30 grand, you're getting one of the best chimps carries in the entire game. Guaranteed SSS tier. Pirate Lord is no joke. On logs, he can solo to round 95. From round 6 to 95. All on his own. He's busted. The true definition of busted. If Ninja Kiwi buffed him, it might be possible to do a 1TC with him with Micro. He needs no explanation. Single-handedly, one of the best efficient tier 5s in the game. Other than his cash generation, he's literally just a O2. He's literally just a tier 0 Buccaneer, but shoots slightly faster. He generates 1 grand a round. B tier. Now the Sky Shredder. At decently fast pace, he shoots 32 darts over global, with each dart having decently high pierce. He shreds 76, he has anti-Moab missiles, and has thousands of DPS. He's a good all-rounder, and of course he's global, so he's useful everywhere. He can pop leads. He doesn't have a single weakness except camo, but that gets solved by getting spy plane. 40 grand, no words. He's just good. S tier. Big Bomb. What do you expect? It's a nuke. Obviously a nuke is going to be good. Infinite pierce, high damage, good AoE. Other than the ability, he's kind of mid. On his own, Sure, the Bomber Ace upgrade gets buffed, but other than his ability, he's decent. With his ability, he's just good. It's a nuke, what do you expect? 40 grand, A+. Now, hear me out. Flying Fortress for its price cost isn't the best. It isn't the best DPS to cost ratio. It is an S tier tower, but its efficiency isn't that good. Like Golden Justice, it costs under half, and yet can still, on some points, do better. Obliterate 76, does insane against multiple BADs. High single target damage. This guy is busted, but his efficiency isn't that good. A+. Now, I can't showcase Helipilot because I don't have him unlocked, but I'm just gonna rate. Patchy Prime, decent damage, alright cost, is global, but can need micro sometimes. A. This is a support tower. He's shit. Now, the Comanche Commander, he's alright. I haven't tried him before, I don't know much about the tower, so I'm just gonna put him in A tier, I guess. The biggest one, he's huge AoE, burns stuff, has semi-decent mob damage. Like, you send a few ZMGs, this guy will do decent. This guy might be able to indefinitely solo ZMGs. But yeah, other than that, rounds like 76 get one pumped. He's so good. 35 grand, possibly the best 35 grand you can ever spend in BTD6. My personal mortar favorite, he's the good all-rounder, fast attack speed, high single target damage, good AoE, like biggest one, melt 76. He has an ability and does good single target damage against ZMGs. With the ability, he's gnarly. It also stuns ZMGs and under. But then again, they are mortars. You do need to do micro. But I'm ignoring how micro intensive the mortar is sometimes. I'm just estimating how good it is. Not too practical. Definitely not the best mortar. Biggest one is definitely better. But for 40 grand, he still isn't bad. For a global stun, I'll still put him in SSS tier. You know Wall of Fire? Yeah? Wizard Lord Phoenix buffs that. Yeah? Now imagine that every single time the tower shoots, but a lot stronger. That's what Bloons Incineration is. And it also strips off fortified properties. Look, absolutely buffed Ring of Fire. Buffed Wall of Fires. He's so good, especially against like multiple ZMGs. That's a few thousand DPS against 4 ZMGs. Actually 3. Yeah, this guy has about 800 single target DPS on each bloon. So yeah, excluding the fact that he's a debuff tower, he's solid. He's not the best, but for a debuff that removes the fortification, he's alright. I'll put him in an S. The Ray of Absolute Obliteration. Ridiculous Pierce, straight line, global, high damage, melts everything, even has damage over time. Non-existent 76. BAD, well, he has multiple thousand DPS, so yeah, it's absolutely shit on. Fuck it. 100 ZMGs. I'm pretty certain this guy has infinite pierce. 70 grand, you will not regret it. Afford this in chimps, you will go far. Easy SSS tier. MAD, single-handedly the best tower for boss events. 750 damage at a fire rate of this. High explosive damage, so that damage seeps through multiple balloons. Just look. Look at that DPS. I don't even care about the price. S tier. Balloon Exclusion Zone. Now, the Balloon Exclusion Zone is an automatically firing Dartling Gunner. He's cool. He has 6 shotguns and massively increased damage. He's a good all-rounder, like the Ray of Doom. He demolishes 76, come on. And he also has pretty decent single-target DPS. This guy is like a budget Ray of Doom and MAD combined. So yeah, no wonder this guy is kind of cracked. For 60 grand, sure, he's on pace with the same cost. He's still good. Not as good. Probably like a weak SSS tier. Now, the Archmage. He comes with a pre-fireball attack. He specializes in Merb class Bloons, has homing projectiles, annihilates 76, has cracked levels of single target damage, is somewhat cheap, and has damage over time. For 40 grand, you get a balanced, all across the board tower. He's good, but I don't really use him. S tier. Dragon's Breath is the single most handedly solo upgrade. You place this guy down, you save up 30 grand. It's that simple. Summon Phoenix doubles the ray, and Wizard Lord Phoenix gives 3 rays, a permanent Phoenix, and buffs the damage, as well as the Wall of Fire. He also has an ability. Each meteorite is the same meteorite from Inferno Ring, which deals 750 each. He shoots 8. That is about 6 grand damage per bullet shot. In Chimps mode, he's very expensive, costing well over 56 grand. He's good at most things. He can beat 76. He just isn't efficient. I'll put him in B. Prince of Darkness. Well, what can I say? What can I say? Once he gets his graveyard up, 76 is gone. And look at this DPS of ZMGs. It's multiple thousand DPS. What about 98? Alright, around 98. Go ahead. That is like 10,000 DPS on a 25 grand tower. He's cracked. Don't even argue. 1, in a normal game, you can't afford this guy. 2, without sacrifices, he's shit. And 3, the Sun Avatar is better than the Sun Temple without sacrifices. F tier. The anti-balloon can do a 1 TC on certain maps. I'm very certain. If you start with him, you can do a 1 TC. An ability that deals 10 grand, 1,000 DPS on the main attack, high pierce, has camo, lead, struggles with purples, but his ability wipes them anyway. The anti-balloon allows purple popping, but the Tech Terror doesn't. He's good, sure, but for 70 plus grand, for like 90 grand, no, not worth it. The ability alone puts him in A plus tier. You cannot glaze this guy enough. Oh no, BAD leaks through. Gone. 200 grand for a free immunity against any balloon, except bosses. Round 900 BAD, 1 pumped. Every Paragon could do that, except this motherfucker, of course. But we ignore that. Hate me like you want, this is the best tier 5 in the entire game, efficiency-wise. Now, the Grandmaster Ninja, he's fast attacking speed, he has Seeking Shurikens, decent pierce, and shoots 8 at once. And he also gets insane when buffed with Shinobi Tactics. On his own though, like 100 ceramics, he's kinda dog shit. Fuck it, 10 Moabs. He struggles with that as well. 32 grand? No. I would put him in F tier, but he's definitely better than some. C+. We have another scaling tower. Grand Saboteur. His ability takes 1/3 damage off all balloons. Or 1/4. I don't know. An infinite scaling tower. Cheap. 22 grand. Every balloon moves at half speed and has a huge chunk of their health chipped off. Don't argue. It's S tier. Oh boy, this guy is good. Master Bomber. Well, let's just say his sticky bomb. Yeah, we don't talk about the sticky bomb. This is 10 BADs, but 40 grand. He just says goodbye to everything. He isn't that good at ceramics, but he 1 pumps BADs. This is round 100. Let's see how quickly he slaughters it. Yeah, let's just say this guy doesn't stand much of a chance, does he? 40 grand, MAD worth of damage. He's so good. I'm thinking another SSS tier. He's a debuff. It lasts permanent. It's good, but it does cost 50 grand. It's quite a hefty chunk of cash. On his own, he's F tier. But he does give buffs. He isn't too efficient. I'll put him in A+. Total Transformation is such a weird tower. He makes other towers become just like him. He turns them into little monsters. He can do multiple thousand DPS. He's a bit like the Plasma Monkey fan club, except not that good. and costs less. F tier. You know why this guy is good. Come on, don't play with me. Just look. He one pumps everything. He one pumps everything. No. I ain't even talking. This guy one pumps everything, including BADs. This guy does it with ZMGs consistently. Super Storm. They buffed this guy. I'm just gonna show you. 76? Pong. Around 163? Well, yeah. 10 ZMGs from around 163. He sends them back. I ain't even gonna explain why this guy's good. Yes, he costs 55 grand, but I'm still putting him in S tier. He's so good. Spirit of the Forest is global. He has decent vines, he has a vine rupture ability with monkey knowledge. And he also does somewhat well against Moabs. Like, if I just send 10 Moabs, not bad. Around 163. He ain't doing too bad against that either. He also earns cash at the end of every round. With the buff and a decent price, he ain't too bad. I'll put him in A+ tier. You don't need to know why this guy is good. He's very angry. Very angry. S tier. With the Pop Lust stack, he's nuts. The Lord of the Abyss. The Lord of the Abyss. It grants Pierce and is one of the most efficient DPS towers in the game. For about 30 grand, you're getting a really good tower. Also, its exact stats, I believe, increases Pierce of towers by 75 or 100%. This is it against round 76. It does very well. And how about against a ZMG? It has a decent amount of damage, and it's very good against group Bloons. Its main purpose is to give Pierce, and also do very well against ceramics. I'm gonna put it in high A+ tier. I have never used this tower once in my life before. Poseidon has a quite neat ability. It literally freezes all the balloons on the map. It's strong. It also has rebounding obstacles. And it has, I'd assume, decently high damage. For about 70 quid, I don't think it's that worth it. It also freezes. But the main test is the ZMG. How about the ability? Okay, it's decently strong, but even still, it's kind of mid. If it costed like 30, 40 grand, then yes, I'd put it in like S tier. But because it costs nearly 70, I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's kind of mid. The final harmonic. It is a tower that stalls. It's like the replacement to the balloon shipper. Whenever you summon a ZMG or BFBs, it will spin it around, and it allows towers to attack. And if you were to place a Master Bomber, it also instantly detonates the sticky bomb, which is why this combo can be quite gnarly. But other than its stalling capability and buffing heroes and magic monkeys, this tower is kind of mid. But for its main purpose of stalling, for nearly 40 grand, you get a decently balanced tower. Low S tier. It's a banana farm, what do you expect? Every round, you earn 8 grand off this tower. Meaning after 15 rounds, it pays for itself. It is a banana farm, it earns money, it gives decent money, it can be buffed. This thing is good. S tier. Now the Monkeynomics. The tier 4 version is a bit shit, but the Monkeynomics version is just the same ability except you don't go into debt. It also just straight up gives you 9 grand. It's good, but it's just a weaker, it's just a slightly stronger version of the bank. For a 120 grand tier 5 banana farm, it's the worst of the 3. I'll put it in low A tier. The Monkey Wall Street. At a fast rate, it auto-collects 90-ish pound, or 70 pound if you have the greater production path. And at the end of every round, it gives 4 grand and 1 life. So in my opinion, it's cheap, and also, it also collects income in radius. Like if I were to place a banana farm, it would automatically harvest it. Despite being a 100 grand Despite being a 100 grand banana farm, it is still really good. Me personally, I think it's better than the Banana Central, but still an S. Don't question it. You know this guy is good. You know this guy is good. Even if he doubled its price, it's still absolutely cracked S tier. Now the Carpet of Spikes, well, Moab Shredder absolutely demolishes Moabs. Spike Storm summons a whole track of it. Imagine that repeatedly with more damage and more pierce, and an additional ability for stronger. This guy is nutty. A fortified BAD, sure. Although he costs about a third of the super mines, he's still really busted. For his purpose, that is destroying Xeon Gs and BADs, for 50 grand, a really good tower. S tier. Permaspike is just infinite scaling. The spikes last for about 100-ish rounds. It's still ridiculous. If you afford this tower and the spike doesn't get deleted during most rounds, you can't die in chimps. Effectively, anything that deals damage over time and the projectiles stay permanent, it is just a formula for absolute destruction. Every spike factory is absolutely cracked. But for 40k, I have no choice but to put you in S tier right next to you supermines. Let's be real. You're only good at primary monkeys. Your favorites would be these two. You give them more range, more projectile speed, you give them more pierce, and you also have a homing attack missile, but that's about it. 27 grand. It's a alright upgrade. Outside of its very unique specific use case, it is useless. It's just an expensive jungle drums. I'll put you in S tier for your own purpose. Double damage, double pierce. No explanation. An ability like this is infinitely worth it. 70 grand, still S tier. You're useless outside of boss events. But come on, Monkey City is a lot better than Monkeyopolis. Even though it's very cheap, compared to the tier 3 at least. Except for when it's outside of boss events. B. The Sentry Champion. He spawns multiple sentries that explode for damage and have similar DPS to the Crossbow Master. Yeah, just think of the math. You spend 15 grand more and you get 5 Crossbow Masters. Actually 6. Yeah, no. This guy is too efficient. Easy S tier. S tier? I just don't know what to say. It's practically homeland defense, but permanent. Yeah, it's the most broken ability in the game. You know why doubling your entire defense for a small cost is disgusting. Don't argue with me. I'm right. Now, XXL Trap, if he was able to target DDTs, which he can't, if he was able to target DDTs, he would be a lot better. But he just sucks up Xeon Gs. How is that not bad? Fortified Xeon G, and bye-bye. Oh, he also earns extra money. I mean, he's good, but for 60 grand, you could get the MAD, which practically does the same purpose. Heck, you could even get Bloon Masked Alchemist, which is just Balloon Trap, but infinite scaling. But we're only going for their specific use cases. I'll put you in high A+. Now, I do not have the tower unlocked, but back when the Megalodon was introduced, it could one-pump tier 5 Dread Balloon at max power. But now, he just drags down... most of the time, he just drags down BADs. But past, round 120, he, isn't strong enough to drag them down. You're gonna need 4 Orcas to get Megalodon. So the beast handlers get dragged down by their unnecessary price. So I'm just gonna put you in S, you in A, and because the Pukai drags back balloons, it's just as good as the Megalodon. Here is our complete tier list. Anyway, without further ado, see you later. Have a great day, and subscribe. Let me know if I should do another tier list. Goodbye.